Joe here, and today I am in the bathroom. That's right, I am in the bathroom. And we're going to talk about something that's very important that we use every single day. Joe here. Thanks for visiting Road Trip Joe. And thanks for watching. Okay, I haven't put a video out in a few weeks because I've been a little busy with Lucille. Yeah, that's right. Here's Lucille. Just a couple of shots of her. You can tell she looks a little naked now. I got to work on her for about a month. It rained a few days, but I managed to tear the front end out. As you can tell, the wood was very rotten. So I had to take the whole front end out. I had to put a new floor in the front and build a new frame. And then I had to button her up so I could go to my next stop. And then probably this next month I'm going to be up in Cambria. I've got a whole month to work on Lucille. I'm going to tear the back end out. I'm actually thinking about making her a little longer and giving her a bigger butt. Okay, why am I making a video about toilet paper? Well, there's a lot of reasons. I told you, Road Trip Joe, it's not necessarily about my road trips. It's about the things that I have an interest in. This is something we actually use every single day. But you know, you think about it, toilet paper really hadn't been around that long in this country. And I think it's something you will find very fascinating. And if this video doesn't go viral, I don't know what else to do. The first packaged toilet paper in the United States was credited to a guy named Joseph Gaiety in 1857. It was called Gaiety's Medicated Paper. It was sold in flat sheets, medicated with alloy, and he had his name watermarked on each piece of paper. Yuck. So, toilet paper as we know it has only been around for what, 160 years or so? Not so quick. The first use of toilet paper for hygiene was recorded in China in the 6th century, as long before Mr. Gaiety. And they started mass producing it in the 14th century, long before the Americans even discovered it. Actually, before America was even discovered. In 1879, the Scott brothers founded the Scott Paper Company. The Scott Paper Company's toilet paper was the first toilet paper sold in rolls. So in 1883, someone patented a roller-based dispenser, and that's what we have today. With some variations, of course. And of course, with the rolls came the toilet paper spools. And what you can do with toilet paper spools is amazing. Yes, those are spools. You gotta admire some people's ingenuity. Okay, so what did we use before 1857? You know, before toilet paper. Well, here goes. We used wool, lace, hemp, hands, rags, wood, ouch, leaves, grass, hay, stones, sand, moss, water, snow, ferns, plant husks, fruit skins, seashells, corn cobs. God, that's gotta hurt. But I think the best one was what the Romans used. It was a sponge on a stick, which kind of makes sense to me. They used them in outdoor communal privies, of course. Not much privacy there. Not to be outdone, there is a French revolutionary caricature depicting the French population using the monarchist Brunswick Manifesto as toilet paper. And with more stuff available in print, newspapers and magazines had a second use after that. And books, of course. Guess that's why they call it the reading room sometimes. Read a page, tear a page, I suppose. Now, in much of the world, toilet paper is a no-no. Some cultures prefer using water and consider it cleaner and more sanitary. They're probably right, but I've tried that shot of water, up the you-know-what, and you're basically taking a bath. You don't need toilet paper, you need a towel. Now, I've never used or even seen the old stuff, but I did come across an ad from the 1930s from the Northern Tissue Company. They touted that their paper was splinter-free. Serious? It had splinters in it? In 1942, fortunately, toilet paper became a little softer. The St. Andrews Paper Mill in England began selling the first 2-ply toilet paper. Today, 2-ply toilet paper is the standard, although you can now get it in 4-ply. Now let's talk about the economics of toilet paper. More than 7 billion rolls of toilet paper are sold annually in this country. That's what, 23 rolls per person a year. Good grief. We must use it for other things, I'm guessing. Of course, things change. There are a few manufacturers who have reduced the size of sheets over the last few years, kind of like smaller airline seats. Of course, over the years, toilet paper has come in lots of different colors. Pink, lavender, blue, green, you name it. And then there's always some kind of creative individual who maybe goes a little too far. But it hasn't always been smooth sailing with toilet paper. In 1973, America experienced their first toilet paper shortage. Johnny Carson, yes, that Johnny Carson, scared consumers into stockpiling supplies. He read some article on the air about there being a shortage of toilet paper. There were lots of shortages in 1973, if you don't remember, like gasoline. But Johnny Carson was really big back then, and so boom, toilet paper sold out across the country. We were almost back to using sticks and rocks again. Good grief. Carson actually apologized the next night on air, saying it was all just a joke. But the shortage lasted for weeks, and some companies started rationing toilet paper. Alright, so why am I making a video about toilet paper? Well, because of this guy, my friend Ron. About a year ago, on the golf course, and for some unknown reason, the subject of toilet paper came up. My friend Ron went into this long description about how he uses it, which is basically mummy wrapping his hand. I won't go into details, but I think Ron uses way more than 23 rolls a year. But after a year of having this really bad image in my head of Ron's mummified hand, the only way I could exorcise this from my brain was to, make a video about toilet paper. And yes, that's Ron on the Great Wall of China where it all started. Toilet paper has got to be a really big business over there. Is that a trash can, Ron? On the Great Wall of China? Obviously, I haven't gotten the image out of my head yet about Ron's procedure or whatever technique, I guess. This is like weird. If this doesn't go viral, I don't know what else to do. That's all I got.
Talk to me, it's what I want the most in my life. They say you're out of my league, but I don't give a damn. No, deep down, I know you want it. You wanna take a leap and jump in. You wanna fall in love. You get me spinning, wouldn't it be awesome if you just kiss me slowly and had me in your arms? If I could make you see it, baby, with me something to make the starlight jealous up above. Oh, you make me up, hey, lights go out when I see you moving up, hey, light me up. I love when you groove like that. Oh, hey, could be us, kissing in the moonlight. Hey, I'm just saying, if I was your girlfriend.
Joe here, and I am in the Santa Maria dump, the recycle area, and I thought you might want to say goodbye to Lucille, or at least half of Lucille. Rotten wood. I mean, look at this right here. I could not reuse this. I'm hoping the back's gonna be a little better. But anyways, it's in the recycle area, so maybe Lucille will be recycled. Okay? Just thought maybe you want to say goodbye to half of Lucille. That's all I got.